the story of Joseph. Hi guys! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at the story of Joseph from the Bible. Now, Joseph is a very interesting character in the Bible who had a rough start in life, but eventually became one of the most powerful men in Egypt. Joseph was the son of Jacob and Rachel. His father loved him more than all his other sons, because he was his last-born and also a son of his beloved wife, Rachel. This, of course, did not sit well with his older brothers, making them jealous. And when Joseph told them about a dream where he and his family were going to bow down to him, they hated him even more. They sold him to some traders who took him to Egypt. Now, there's a lot more to the story, but that's the gist of it. So what I want to focus on today is not so much the story itself, but rather the lessons we can learn from it. There are many, but I will share 3 with you. No. 1. God works through our circumstances. Look at Joseph. He experienced betrayal, jealousy, slavery, and false imprisonment. Yet through all these things, God was with him. And after his time in prison, he was released and made governor over all of Egypt, second only to the Pharaoh. See, the thing is, Joseph could have looked at his life and said, I was the favorite son, but my brothers sold me into slavery. Or he could have looked at his time in prison and said, I was falsely accused and put in jail, and now my life is ruined. But Joseph didn't see his circumstances that way. He knew that God was with him, and that gave him hope and strength to keep going. You see, our circumstances don't define who we are. We get to choose how we respond to them. And that's what Joseph did. He chose to trust in God no matter what happened to him. Number 2, Joseph was a person of integrity. When his master's wife falsely accused him of trying to sleep with her, he could have easily admitted to it just to save himself. After all, she was the wife of his master, and accusing him would probably result in a flogging or worse. But Joseph didn't do that. He chose to remain silent, knowing that it would cost him everything. Why? Because he knew he didn't do anything wrong and he didn't want to compromise his integrity. You see, integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. And that's exactly what Joseph did. He was a man of integrity, and it cost him everything. But in the end, it paid off. Because when Pharaoh had a dream that no one could interpret, Joseph was brought out of prison and given the opportunity to interpret it. No. 3. Joseph had faith in God. Throughout Joseph's life, God was with him, guiding and protecting him. When Joseph was falsely accused by his master's wife and thrown into prison, he still had faith in God. When he interpreted the baker's dream and was reminded of his own dream, he still had faith in God. When he was called to interpret Pharaoh's dream, he still had faith in God. You see, Joseph didn't just have a relationship with God. He had faith in him. And this gave him the strength to endure through his difficult circumstances and ultimately to succeed. So those are 3 lessons from the life of Joseph. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something from it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, if you know someone who needs to hear this message, please share this video with them. Until next time, stay blessed.